Hello, this is Decoherent, and welcome back to some more Torment Tides of Numenera. So last episode, we poked around at the AI core here, downloaded a bunch of stuff into our head, and then got a nifty new weapon. And by nifty, I mean kinda disappointing. I mean, it's cool in the sense that it's essentially a tiny lightsaber, but the damage sucks. 4 plus 3? Like, that's not even as good. Well, that's actually the same damage as our ranged weapon, which admittedly doesn't have any cool, let's see here, critical hit damage is when you get phased, so, I don't know. It's cool, I just wish it was better. So anyway, so we're going to continue on our way. I think that we are nearing the end of our exploration of Little Neelesh. So we're going to have to make some decisions here whether or not to start pushing people on doing our bidding one way or another. Oh yeah, there's this robot back there. We didn't poke at that yet. So let's take a look. So we spoke to Wonder and Tazan and to Crimper. Let's see here. Yeah, we need to come back and talk to Garkoto about, what was our friend's name? About Hersha. And see kind of what's going on there and why she's being accused of a crime. And I have to decide whether or not we're going to try to convince Delny to poke at them off for us or not. I'm so unexcited about this whole mob bit. Let's go poke at this robot quick.
Yes.
Forgot about the robot. That's... ow, that hurt.
Let's go.
A construct lies motionless and partially disassembled here, spider-like legs splayed about it. A piece of knowledge clicks into place. This was, a creature known as an accelerator, a machine intelligence housed in a mechanical frame. Although they appear fearsome, the creatures are terrified of death and are always seeking new technology to incorporate into themselves in the hopes of prolonging their lives. Let's look carefully at it. You study the remains of the construct, putting the details together, noticing scattered piles of refuse and burnt holes in the back of its armor. The construct was likely cornered here and tried to flee up the mounds of trash rather than fight its tormentors. They attacked it from behind, and it fell, either dead or dying. You peer between the plates into the carcass's interior. Judging by the scratches, gouges, and broken components you see inside, someone purposefully jammed a blunt pole into the construct's innards in an attempt to crush its vital systems. Whether this happened before or after its death is unclear. That's just rude. Then you notice something odd. Some of its wounds are partially repaired, as if someone has been visiting the dead construct and haphazardly patching over the burnt holes. That's interesting. You search for a few minutes, but find nothing of value. Scavengers must have long ago picked this construct clean. Absently, you lay your hand on the metal shell to push yourself away from the wreck and feel a faint, intermittent vibration. Oh, cool! Okay, let's reach into the Hulk and find the source of this vibration. Ooh, I'm running out of stat. We'll use Tiber, because he can do it with only 1 point. Putting your shoulder up against one of the construct's vertical vents, Tiber reaches into the dark, probing carefully, following the vibrations rippling towards him. Straining, he walks his fingers up mesh-swaddled objects across a cable to a partially crushed cube strung with frayed wires. You recognize the cube as the construct's intelligence casing. It was catastrophically, well, perhaps deliberately damaged. The construct is well and truly dead. You carefully shift a loose hunk of metal from the cube's surface aside and keep looking for the source of the vibration. A wave of wordless sorrow crashes over you, tinged with flecks of hope. Your gaze shifts back to your hand and to the hunk of metal. The alien emotion came through it into you. As if summoned by the thought, a small floating sphere drifts into view. It prods at the cube with a beam of light, then vibrates softly. So, is this floating sphere from inside? Okay, well let's just play it cool here and let's see what it's doing. The sphere drifts around inside the dead construct, occasionally halting to... Yes, it's repairing damage, as if patching holes in the armor will bring its host back to life. Every few moments, it returns to the broken cube and attempts to repair it again. When nothing happens, the sphere vibrates. And when that happens, you hear a soft series of whirring clicks. You listen to the soft clicking for a while until you realize that you are making the sounds yourselves, beneath your breath, speaking words of grief in a machine's tongue. I'm sorry, I forgot. Come back. Why am I talking? That's interesting. Right. Huh. Okay, well, let's take the sphere and the module with us. You pull the communication module from the surface of the cube, and the sphere follows, shivering in the open air. It turns as if taking in the ruined hulk one last time. Then it settles into your open palm obediently, shuddering. What? Granted, Kyrgen sphere. Oh, wow! This little spherical flying automaton is a faithful companion to whomever bears a small module used for maintaining telepathic connection with the automaton. If the bearer is damaged, the automaton is activated and tries to repair the damage. The automaton's mind has a tendency to wander, and it takes some mental acuity to maintain its focus through the telepathic connection. So this happens every time you take damage? Wow! That's a heck of a thing. Wow, that is super cool. So the only problem is, the people that I want to have it are using might. Yes, I see. Hold on just a minute. Let's see here. What do your abilities use? That's int. Might. Speed. I mean, I can keep it. That's fine. Cannot be unequipped. I can't give it to Rin. What would I lose? Perception. I'm gonna think about that. Maybe I should put another level in concentration so I can use 2. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Okay. So, Eridus, becoming even more awesome. Okay, so what abilities and skills would I have the option to do? Running, healing, smashing, deception. Okay. Fell swoop, which we've never managed to use. Let's go ahead and let's increase his edge on might. I'm glad you do. The volume seems a little weird. Let's take a look at this really quick. I turned up the music volume. Maybe I should turn up the sound effect volume a little as well. Alright, so let's go chat with Garkoto and see if we can figure out what's going with Herja over here. Get his side of the story. Oh, right. Speak. The Prince of the Fahat would hear your questions. So why are you imprisoning Herja? She has committed a grievous crime, and she will remain in the prison of her mind until she confesses. The voice is colder than before. Herja knows the nature of her crime. Perhaps she will admit the truth to you. She claims to be innocent. I have passed my judgment. I did not do so rashly or without consideration for the facts. Speak to her. You will find certainty if you persist. So you're certain that she's guilty? I have examined the evidence. I have heard her words. I have declared her sentence. I am a prince of the Fahat, and I rule here. Yes, she is guilty. And you don't operate on the whole presumption of innocence, do you? She may, but I have met her kind before. She will tell you of her innocence, and she will convince you of her rightness. Yet she is sick, rotten at her core, and requires correction. Alright, well that's less than awesome. Alright.
I'm ready. I'm always ready.
So, Herja. Back so soon? Her smile doesn't reach her eyes. Have you come to free poor Herja from her cage? There's really nothing else I can do? I'm here because these despicable mutants need someone to blame. They think someone poisoned them. They're mistaken. Look around. Does this place look healthy to you? Do we have anything to say about the allegations? Oh, this is interesting. So I don't think that you're telling me everything. The mutants must have some reason to be suspicious of you. There we go. She studies you carefully, weighing your words against some internal barometer. At last she says, "Yes, it's true that I poisoned their water. I could not enter Nialesh myself, but I had heard of this bastard offshoot of their clan. I wanted to slay one of the Fahat. I took the journey from the Steadfast under considerable peril, and I brought death with me." Okay. Wow. Huh.
I'll remember that.
This is the first time that I've tried something like this. I do not regret what I did. The mutant print wishes me to show remorse, but he will not have the satisfaction. Wow. Alright. Well, that's kind of hardcore. I saw something update. Oh yeah, I've got to go back and talk to our friend Kian. Also, wasn't Avigny supposed to be here? Might be in Little Nialesh. Well, that's where we are. Okay, let's go back and let's talk to Garkoto again. Alright. So, Herja admitted her crime to me. I see. In truth, it was not mere confirmation of her crime that I sought. I wanted her to face her victims and admit what she did. Only then would I know if she feels anything for them, if she's truly human or not. The voice chuckles. A strange thing for a creature in a tank to be concerned with. Still, I thank you for telling me. So why do your people want to open the new maw? So you have places to go. We are exiles here, far from our home in Nialesh. It is... Sparks fly from the grill. Pardon, we hope that the maw will open again in our fair city. But if it doesn't, as seems likely, we stand to profit from a potential new trade route. Either way, we benefit. Alright. I admit I'm disappointed. In Herja. Is there any follow-up to this? Let's just double check really quick. Nope, okay. Well, I'm gonna hate this. I'm gonna hate every part of this like interaction here. Oh, it makes noises.
I'm going.
Do not want. Stay out of reach of the tentacles. A reddened mass of flesh protrudes from the bloom wall, surrounded by waving tendrils. The flesh is thick and strong, glistening like a newborn beast. A jagged seam runs across its surface, with faint light spilling from within. As you approach, all the sounds of Little Nialesh seem to fade. The hushed conversation of the mutants recede into the distance, replaced by the hissing, chittering voices of the bloom. You suddenly realize that this is a maw. No! You're not sure how you know, but the word leaps into your mind as if you've seen this thing before. Dude! Alright. The waving tendrils, you know with equal certainty, are its tongues. Oh, I could cut it open! Okay, let's watch the bloom tongues for a second. Never rush in without being careful. Your proximity has clearly attracted the attention of the tendrils, but they appear confused. They stretch themselves towards you, quiver uncertainly, start moving away, and then sway back in your direction again. Based on the movements of the bloom tongues, you notice that they are focused on your head, particularly the side of your cast-off tattoo. From the depths of your mind, you can sense fear from the Katina AI. Oh. Awesome. Okay, well, we just rescued the AI. If that's the price, no. Okay, let's listen carefully to the bloom's voices. Your thoughts are still addled from drinking the water of the bloom, but its hissings and chitterings somehow make more sense to you now. You can't grasp the meanings of the sounds, but you get a clear impression of a desperate hunger for... No, not a living thing, but a feeling. Sadness? No, that's not it. Regret? Closer, but
I'll
no.
remember that.
Guilt. This maw feeds upon guilt, and not just any guilt will suffice. You sense that it must be powerful and deeply held, or it will not be enough to satiate the maw. Huh. Great. That's why the AI is not happy, because it feels incredibly guilty. Wrongly, I think. I don't suppose we could convince Herja to go jump into the maw, huh? No. Okay, so now that we know what the maw wants, I wonder if Delny can help us out a little. With the glamour removed from her, you can see Delny for who she truly is. A young mutant woman, slender, her light blue skin accentuated by her bright pink hair. Her features are still sharp, but she has the softness of youth about her. Her voice is light but sincere. Thank you for freeing me of Rung's influence. His mind was... She shivers. This is like waking from a nightmare. She blinks, clearing her eyes. What can I do for you? Okay, so now the option's not here anymore. Okay. Well, glad you're doing better. Let's go back quick. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. I'm not feeding the AI to it. Deal with it. Yeah, let's go back and let's talk to Kian in just a second here. I wonder if Garkodo knows anyone else who feels super guilty. Besides Tiber, for example. Ah, the newborn maw feeds on guilt. If you wish to know if Herja feels any remorse for her crime, let her face the maw.
I'll remember that.
Yes, the voice murmurs. This is a perfect trial for our prisoner. She can stand before the maw, and unless she has completely divorced herself from human feeling, the bloom will take its due, a fitting punishment. Once she has done so, she is free to go. You will find a disc on her forehead. Turn it 3 times Witter shins to release her from her prisons. Tell her that if she survived the maw, she's earned her freedom. So this is interesting. So they eat something, right? So if she doesn't feel guilty, then I don't know what they'll do with her. If she does feel guilty, the maw will eat it, and then she won't feel bad anymore. That's an interesting way out. Wittershins. Can't you just say clockwise or spinward or something like that? Alright, let's bring this unpleasant news to Herja. The thing is, actually, wait, hold on.
Something to do.
This might progress the maw thing. Let's take a moment and let's run back and tell our newfound friend that those thugs will not be bothering anymore because one of them was not a thug. Let's hook on over there quick. Oh, and should I go back to the labyrinth? I think I might.
On it.
I might. I'd like to talk to the AI. I'm not feeding it to the maw so it can relax. I offered it amnesty and safety and... oh, jeez. And that's what it's gonna get.
Eridus, did you really crash an airship into the...
Oh, I wanted to hear Eridus' response. He didn't crash. The airship crashed. He leapt heroically from it. Oh wait, what is this? Did I not poke at this? Oh, there's another door here? Ixu's shanty? Oh, hello.
I'm going.
Oh, inkpot. I should have collected that. Oh yeah, look, here's some more of the yellowish water. Alright. Inkpot, is that a name? Yep. This man is tall and gawkishly thin. His wiry hair looks like an explosion of metal springs atop his head. He regards you with bright, feverish eyes that seem too large for their sockets, and smiles. Even as he motions you closer, the man is scribbling words on a scrap of paper. He has fastened some sort of harness around his body. It holds a tiny writing tablet and an inkwell, so he can continue to write as he moves about. Dozens of scrawl-covered notes are stuck to his leathery robes. I've heard rumors of one fitting your description, one who helps those in need. Ugh! Is that who people think I am now? Yes, that's me. Help us, brother, he intones in a wet and breathy voice. We are extremities of the great devourer, and we beseech your aid to right a great wrong. Extremities of the great devourer, huh? We are those who venerate the bloom as divine, and seek to become a part of it if it will have us. He pauses. We are the only ones who can see that a great wrong has been done here. Another cult. Awesome. Just awesome. What sort of wrong? A terrible torment, he whispers, visited upon the bloom, our god. It is the work of Ixu, the measurer and meddler, who dwells in that nodule of flesh. He raises his pen towards the house that sits on the other side of the platform, red and stinking and inflamed. Ixu desires to understand the bloom, to quantify its impulses. This causes pain to our god. His eyes bulge even wider, and it occurs to you that you haven't once seen him blink. By the way, yeah, be careful of people that don't blink. That is a sign of deep and quiet crazy. The evidence is clear for all to see in the raw and swollen flesh of Ixnu's houses. We have warned... I think I'm pronouncing his name wrong. Let's go with Oxu, that's a better way. We have warned Oxu to stop his pokings and proddings and measurings, but he will not listen. What methods remain to us? He lets the question hang in the air, an unspoken threat. Perhaps you can help him to change his mind. Well, I'll talk with him.
That.
His face brightens, and he pulls a handful of scribbled papers from a pocket and shoves them into your hands. Scriptures! Scriptures of the great devourer to inspire your thoughts and guide your words. Another tortured smile cuts across his face. From the pen of Inkpot, who is me. So, what's with all these papers on your robes? Oh, scriptures of the great devourer. They are ever-changing, in imitation of the bloom. You see? He tears one of the scribbled papers from his robe, crumples it up, and tosses it over the side of the platform. Those words are gone, forgotten, but new ones can be added as we like. He takes a scrawled paper from the little writing desk that's strapped to his body, spits a wad of yellow phlegm onto its back, and sticks it to his robe. Now these words are part of the canon. Okay. So, what kind of whackball stuff do you guys believe in? I will not speak of beliefs, he frowns, but I will tell you what is true. First, that the bloom is a god, the only true god, and that all takes place within its body is solid and real. That which exists outside the bloom is an illusion, a cruel trick, a falsehood. Second, he intones, that our goal is to become one with the bloom, to transform ourselves into living embodiments of its will, and one day be called to its heart. So, you want to be called to its heart? So what does that mean? His eyes glisten. When it wants us, the bloom will open a maw at our feet, or reveal a tunnel where one hadn't been before. The passage will close behind us, and we will never be seen again by human eyes, but will follow its turnings to the heart, and be one with the devourer at last, and pray to no one ever again. So you think the ninth world's an illusion, huh? I know it is. The people of the world try to tell you that life is not pain. They weave illusions and call them laws to protect the weak and the poor and the ugly, the malformed. But look closer, and you'll see that they lie. He spits a gob of yellow phlegm off the side of the platform. Only here, in the bloom, is the horror of life revealed without pretense. Becoming one with the bloom is our only hope of salvation. I want to look at this. This handful of crumpled papers is covered with messy scrawl. They purport to be part of the canon of the Bloom cult, but they seem little more than the incoherent ramblings of their author, a cultist named Inkpot. Most of the pages are covered with grimy fingerprints and thick, dried blotches of yellowy phlegm. So, if you want to join with the Memavira, I'll bet you don't like her very much. When her will was one with the Blooms, we revered her, but no more, he frowns. She is no Memavira, not anymore, not to us. Another will be found in time. Okay, so we know this is a title. Or, I guess this is a title. So the Memavira is probably someone who's got, what, some kind of link to the Bloom? Okay, well, that's weird. So we'll come back here and we'll talk to... I've forgotten how to say their name. Oxu, is that what I was going to go with? I'll just say it differently every time.
All right.
You guys will love that. It'll be great. Maybe I'll just call him X, like all the other names I'm too afraid to go for. Yeah, let's go talk to Kian, and then we'll decide whether or not I want to go to the labyrinth. I think I do, So I've got a convenient way to die right here, thanks to this wonderful construct. And... where was she? Again. I guess I could check the slaver. Kian raises her head in a businesslike manner, belied only by her surroundings. You've returned. I don't suppose you've learned anything new about Dalny and Vrung. Well, Dalny won't be bothering you anymore, and Vrung is gone. Well, for good, I hope.
I'm starting to figure this weird place out.
Hey, kiddo, I hope you can explain it to me. Well, she says, the doubt in her voice clear, I certainly hope you're right. Regardless, you have done more than I ever could, and you have my gratitude. She produces a pouch from her pocket. Please, accept this and thanks. If Vrung is truly gone, I can afford a little excess. Also, you may feel free to sleep here any time, no charge. Oh, neat. This cup appears to have been roughly carved in one piece from a graphite material. It leaves a black residue on your fingers any time you touch it. Certain, but not all, liquids poured into this cup will be heated to a boiling point immediately. There's no apparent pattern in what liquids it will or will not heat up, but it seems to activate specifically with synthetic liquids. There's no discernible power source on the device that enables it to heat the liquids. It could be the graphite material itself is the source of that energy. Because it's so difficult to activate, it does not seem possible to tap directly into the cup's power source. Cool. Okay, neat. Oh, and did she have any... wasn't she a vendor? Oh, okay. Nope. She's the innkeeper now. Okay.
All and I are ready.
I know, and that's why we're here to talk. Alright, Rin. Oh, improved skill. Or... oops, did I hit the same thing twice? Oh, no. Hers are separate. Okay, well... okay, which lore do I not have much in? Not you. I've got machinery and natural. Okay, so let's put her point in the other lore. Mystical. Oh, she already has a point in it. Well, perception... well, let's go with lore mystical. Ooh! Cipher adept. Conserve the next cipher used, allowing it to be used a second time. Cannot be used with items that grant permanent bonuses. Bent wire, pieces of string, and a little help from one of her gods, so she says, make some of the ciphers Rin uses last just a little bit longer. 3 uses per day? That's so cool. Or +1 training and concentration skill. Rin has acquired new skills, some bordering on magic. She claims she made a god and pulls a dull shin out of her pocket to show you. 3 uses per day? So I could give her all of the big guns, I could give her our emergency heal? That is so powerful. Oh, resourceful. Allows you to carry additional ciphers. I don't know if we need that. Quantum step, mind barrier. Your mind is an impenetrable tower of iron will, a fortress few can breach. I'd like her to have more int. I like that. And quantum step, it would give her some flexibility. Not just her, but moving other people around. Wish I could see what her int pool is. I've forgotten, and this is blocking it. If I step back... no. Cipher adept. I haven't felt like quantum step has been terribly useful. Let's go with mind barrier. Let's keep her int high so that she can keep casting her heals. Oh no, that's right, that's limited by 5. Okay, well, let's take quantum step. She can zoom other people around. Oh, wow, she just keeps getting points. Alright. Well, she doesn't need machinery lore. Let's see here. I don't quick fingers. I've got natural lore. She may be my new perception bot. Because I think I'm going to swap mine out. Well, I don't know, maybe. Running doesn't seem useful in a lot of ways. Although mobility is important with her. Let's go with perception, because then I feel like I can swap out my perception. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Oh yeah, 7 int. Ugh. Well, that's not good. But still, okay, so what are you carrying? Because now you should be carrying her big guns. Yep, explosion, heal. Big, nasty gun. More damage. Oh, this is great. Let's see. She doesn't need that. Oh, should I have her carry the sunspot icon? Maybe I should have taken that extra cipher. To all characters in range. She should never be in range. Target enemy. Yeah, let's take this. Actually, that would be a good one for one of our melee guys to be carrying around, because they're gonna be, you know, within range. So why doesn't Eridus hold on to that? And let's give Rin the sunspot icon. Well, I'm a little worried about giving her all of our big guns in case she goes down. Well, no, I'm not. Okay, so she's got a whole bunch of nasty now. Excellent. Alright, all sorts of cool things. Yeah. Rin says this is another of her gods. It looks like a regular coin to you. Huh, okay.
Eritus? A curious thought occurred to me. You know I've warned you about those. Really, Eritus? Why, yes. I am. I am really Eritus. Oh, good one. You know, it is so nice to have someone I can talk to.
Dude, you have problems. Just saying. Okay, well, this has been exciting. I'm going to go ahead and take a break, and when we come back, what are we going to do next? I think let's go ask this nice robot to kill us. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, we'll do that when we return. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.